That's what cryptocurrencies are doing to change the world. Now you see entire countries launching their own cryptocurrency called Petro. It's going to be for their oil. Did you guys hear about that or no? Think about this. Countries like Venezuela, even Greece. Who's ever been to Greece? Anyone? Beautiful country. Amazing country. Dead ass broke. So you start looking at countries like Greece, Venezuela. People in those countries are starting to turn not from the government currency, but to a non-government controlled currency like cryptocurrency, like Bitcoin. Because for the first time, people would rather trust mathematics and science and crypto than politicians. And so that's why we're going to talk today a little bit about cryptocurrency. We're going to hand you guys a microphone. You're going to be able to ask questions. You'll be able to learn a little bit. You'll get a little bit of sun.
I'm going to sort of help here with Chris, with Izzy Adonijay, Ryan Mundy, a couple of ex-NFLers who've also gotten in the space recently. And then we're going to do a thing called ICO, which is an initial coin offering pitch.
I have a question, because I know nothing about it. Oh, when you go get a mortgage and you own some cryptocurrency, how is it that the banks don't control your cryptocurrency?
Okay, so good question. Interesting question. I'll tell you something interesting. There's a company on the blockchain called Propy, P-R-O-P-Y. You might want to look it up. And they let you literally buy real estate using cryptocurrencies instead of cash like a traditional transaction. Now, if you're asking me, will your cryptocurrency serve as an asset when you go to buy a house so that they can qualify you? Absolutely. In fact, the government taxes cryptocurrencies. So it's not only an asset, but it's an asset that you can have total control of because it doesn't sit in a bank. It sits in a wallet that you are the only person that controls the keys, nobody else. You are in total control of that money, that asset.
I'll explain it in like a very layman's terms, because sometimes Chris, he's too much of a genius in the space. A wallet essentially is, think of it like a USB stick, a little more complicated, that you would put into your computer. Instead of keeping your money on an exchange where you trade your cryptos or whatever one you just believe in and buy and let it sit there, you then take it away. You hold the actual address in a wallet that is the exact key to those cryptos to your money. You hold that. You put it literally on your keychain and go around with you and have it. There's a backup, but that's a whole other thing. No one can ever get to that.
But
no one can
trading the value of it.
That's a question for Chris.
So it's interesting. Crypto has come a long way in the 9 years that I first found out about it. Now, when you say who's trading, the guy next to you yesterday was trading $20,000 worth of cryptocurrency on his laptop. And in fact, I was trading cryptocurrencies from my mobile phone. All over the world, people in Africa, in China, in India, in Thailand, in California, even in the Bahamas right here, are trading cryptocurrencies. Hey, raise your hand if you've got any cryptocurrencies. See? Look at it. See? Now, 9 years ago, you'd see nobody. A couple of years ago, you'd see less. In a couple of years from now, you'll see 60 to 70% of the people that have traded cryptocurrencies at one time or another. They are becoming a part of your everyday life. In fact, you can get a Visa card that is backed by Bitcoin and go spend it wherever Visa is accepted. You can pay for your whole hotel room bill there.
So yeah, I signed up for an exchange. It felt like it took 3 or 4 weeks because of the volume. That in and of itself, put me a little, unease. But
which exchange? Outum.
I honestly had to go back to my computer, but it was one of the bigger ones.
Coinbase.
Yeah, Coinbase, and because I've been following Ripple, and no Ripple.
God, are you kidding me?
All right, well, give me one Ripple-like type of crypto I should look at.
Poly, the guys that are sponsoring this event. They're building a platform that legally allows everyone to launch a security token. Think about this for a quick second. Let's say your wife one day wanted to open up a coffee shop. What Polymath does and what crypto does allows her to sell her very own token, her own cryptocurrency token, to raise money to pay for that dream of hers, that coffee shop. And now people that own that token own part of her coffee shop and can literally, on securities exchanges or other exchanges, trade that token as it goes up in value. Her coffee shop is busy, it's booming, it's always in the news, it has the best muffins, whatever. Or they can use that token and she can decide to accept it at the register, and they can buy a coffee and a muffin. Now think about that. How's that for a mind-blowing paradigm shift?
Yeah, one of the things we're looking at is blockchain technology and how we can integrate that into the dealer world, let's just say in a rental capacity, you have 10 different construction companies. They have excess machines they want to rent, right? So that each guy has 100 machines. And
I know exactly what you're talking about. A buddy of mine has a pool company,
Yeah.
and he always borrows equipment from other construction companies and pays them on a per-day basis, $1,200 for a skid loader and so on and so forth. I know exactly what you're talking about, and you're looking to do that on the blockchain so that it can be done autonomously.
Autonomously in between, in between customers without.
I got news for you. I think there's a great application for it. When you get a chance, give Izzy your contact information.
Okay.
Because he is a crypto genius.
Okay.
And he will figure out a way, and he will show you via email a way to actually make that happen. Because I actually think that that's a solution. It's a technical solution.
Yep.
That solves a problem. And anytime technology solves a problem, that is a big, big deal. What's your name?
Sam.
Sam, my name's Chris. That's Israel. Make sure we connect with you.
I appreciate that.
Sort of like a smart contract, but in the construction field, no?
You could actually put what's called a locket or a slocket on the actual equipment, and people could literally, with their phone, scan a QR code, send Ether or a cryptocurrency to that address, and then literally unlock the equipment, and then you could take the equipment for the day or whatever. So yeah, there's a way you can do that with hardware, but the ultimate value proposition is now what you're doing is you're creating a way to use excess capacity, people that have construction equipment laying around because the project that they were working on is over or it's not being used. And that's a huge solution. And if you solve that problem and you make it faster, quicker, easier for people to get that equipment, then you become the evolution of that. And that's what we're talking about. We're talking about money 2.0. We're talking about where money becomes smart money, where it becomes smart contracts. And that's what crypto does that paper money in your pocket will never do. Your $1 or $20 or $30 or $50 bill, it will never do a smart contract like crypto will.
You think about it, if you rent out the machinery per hour, whatever you need it for, it could almost take out the money, the crypto, right from the account. It will reconcile it perfectly until it is returned to its place. There's no disputing that at that point. It makes perfect sense to me, and I'm not in either of the fields. I love it.